It looks so nice and natural. Oh my gosh, it does not look, I do not look bright orange like a Oompa Loompa.
Don't you hit me with a rain check? I need something like a blank check. Spending a lot of emotion on tonight. Don't you hit me with a rain check? No need to make it a train wreck. Find me a time and decide soon. Cause I'll be on my way, but I don't wanna wait my time.
Hey guys, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I know a long time no see, right? But I'm back again with a video. I'm going to be testing out some new products from the drugstore, really just from Maybelline, and then one product from L'Oreal. It's going to be on these new finishing powders. I know you guys have seen these all over the place. I have 3 of them here that I'm actually going to test out and give you guys the scoop about. I showed you 2 of them when I got them on Snapchat, so if you don't follow me on my social media, make sure that you follow me. I'm gonna put the handles somewhere here or here, so pause the video and make sure you go and follow me. I will love to communicate with you guys. Do that, especially Snapchat, because if you follow me, you know that's what I use the most. I also get to test out the Maybelline MasterChrome highlighter. I finally got my hands on it. I have a new shade in the Fit Me foundation to test out with you guys, and I have one of the blushes. So I have 6 products, and 5 of those 6 products are under $6. Only the highlighter is like $1 more expensive. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you keep on watching. A quick tip, there are going to be 2 parts to this video basically. In the first part that you guys are going to see after this is my first time trying out some of the products, and then I come back again a few days later on in the video and I show you guys 3 more Maybelline products that I picked up, which is including this highlighter and a different way to apply the powders, because that first time when I applied it, I did not like how I applied it. I realized that you have to apply it a certain way to like it. So make sure you guys stay all the way to the end so you can see this look, and not only the first look that I did, and get my thoughts and my first impressions on these products. And if you guys would like to see me expound on these products more in other videos, let me know, and let's get started. Hey guys, so this is going to be a super chill video today. I already did my eyebrows. I do have an eyebrow tutorial up on my channel already. I'll leave a card for it right up above, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, make sure you go check it out after this video. This is the more glam brow that I did today. So for the new products from Maybelline, we're going to be trying out a new foundation shade. This is in the color Latte. I wanted to try warm caramel, but that was, I think, $3.56. This is $3.58, and there was none. Guys, I went to 3 different Walmarts to find these products because my Walgreens doesn't have it yet, and then 2 of the Walmarts don't have these new products yet, and then 1 Walmart did have it, and they were looking a little sparse as well. So you guys know the 2 shades that I used to use before are 355 Coconut, which is a more orange tinted than the Latte one, and then this one is 360 Mocha, which is a little bit more darker and more red undertone. And to me, Latte is more neutral. As you guys can see, it's a little bit more cool tone and a little bit more neutral than the other 2 shades. So this is Latte, this is Coconut, and this is Mocha. As you guys know, I always like to prime my face with some kind of primer before I do a little foundation test or anything like that. I usually like to use a primer spray if I don't have the corresponding brand primer. So I don't have a primer for Maybelline, so I'm going to use a primer spray, and this one is from City Color Cosmetics. So the new product from L'Oreal that I'm going to be trying, it's new to me. I know it's been out for months now, but it's new to me. The L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Foundation Blender. So this is basically a beauty sponge. I've heard really good things about this. It looks like this, as you guys can see. It's pink. I heard it's a really good dupe for the beauty blender, but downside, it tears a lot, and I'm not for tearing on my beauty sponges. So let's just test it out. Let's just see what the hype is all about. I'm gonna do a video on different blenders, so you guys stay tuned for that. It's gonna be coming up later in the next few months. So I always like to clean my beauty sponges before I use them. So I'm just gonna take this out of the packet and wash it real quick, clean it up real quick, and then we'll get started with the foundation application. Ooh, it's really soft. Taking it out of the packet. Oh yeah, yes honey. I have a little Anastasia one here, and this is like way softer out of the packet than this one is. Oh yeah. So far I'm really liking the feel of this sponge. It's super soft. I just cleaned it, guys, and this is how big it gets, and like it's so soft still. So this is it being compared to a similar shape blender in size, because they were the same size when they were dry. So I'm gonna put the foundation on one side of my face. I'm just gonna use the sponge. I'm not gonna be using any brushes or anything, but I'm gonna see a shade comparison to my regular skin tone with one side of my face and see how it blends in. So guys, on the left side of my face, there is the foundation, and on the right side of my face, it's just my skin. It looks so good. You can't even tell. Can you guys tell? It's like a perfect skin tone match when blended into my skin. It looks so nice. It looks so nice and natural. Oh my gosh, it does not look, I do not look bright orange like a Oompa Loompa. I did do a light application, but it looks so good, guys. You can't even tell. You can't tell that I'm wearing foundation right now on this side of my face. So this is how my entire face looks with the foundation on, and this is just one coat of foundation. And that's usually all I like to do. I don't feel like I want to put on any more right now. What do you guys think? It looks so, to me, it looks so natural. I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, Maybelline. I don't know why y'all didn't do this to begin with, but okay. So now I'm going to put on concealer so that I can move on to the loose finishing powders. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. As you guys know, it's one of my favorite concealers. If you didn't know, the one in Cafe, the number 30. This is what we're going to use today. I'm quite excited to see how the sponge works for it and setting it with my powders. So I just put concealer in all of the prime areas in the center of my face to brighten, and now we're going to go ahead and blend it out with a damp sponge. The first time Maybelline came out with loose finishing powders, and I think they have 8 different shades that go from fair, I could be wrong on the lightest shade, and then it goes to dark is the darkest shade, and medium deep 30 and deep 35. And I decided to use this one as a setting powder for concealer because I don't like to go too light on that, and then I think the deep one is a good skin tone match as an all over setting face powder. So yeah, I told you guys I went to 3 different Walmarts for these products, yo. 3 different Walmarts. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then there's another product that I wanted to try, the Maybelline, the new highlighter that came out. Could not find it anywhere. The one place that I did find it, someone already opened it and put a dent in it. Like, bruh, come on. I really love the packaging. To me, it's just so sleek. It looks so fancy. And guys, I got these powders for like $5.96, so less than $6. And then I also got the foundation for $5.96 as well. So when you open it up, It is sealed like how they usually are, and it has the little holes here and a little clear protector that you have to pull off. So I'm going to do that. And this one is in medium deep, and I'm going to use that to set my concealer. It's a little white, but it's still fine. It definitely has more of a yellow based undertone. I'm going to correct it a little bit using the loose finishing powder in deep that's a little bit more brown. I'm going to compare it to the 355 pressed powder that I have in coconut. So this is the pressed powder. This is the one in 355 coconut. So 355 coconut is a little bit deeper. And if you were to get dark in the loose finishing powder, it would be a little bit more of a deeper color than this. And it would be a little bit more red undertoned. So guys, this is my finished makeup look. I just put a little bit of setting spray on my face just now. But this is the finished look with everything. I just added some contour powder, some highlight, some mascara, and some eyeliner, and that's really it. Some lip gloss to my lips. I need to test out everything a little bit more before I feel like I can give my extremely final review. I feel like the highlight powder is good for that bright highlight, but I think that even the face powder would be good to set your highlight sometimes, and maybe even getting the darker powder would be good to set your face even for my skin tone. So yeah, I don't know about the powders yet. Hey everyone, so I'm back. So the footage that you guys just saw was filmed a few days earlier. I actually went back to Walmart and I picked up a few more things from Maybelline, the same Walmart that I found other stuff at. They had restocked some things, so I got to pick up a few more things so I can show you guys in this video. The first thing I got was the darkest finishing powder. This is the one that's in 40 Dark. And then I also picked up this blush from the Maybelline Fit Me line. The blushes are new, and this is in the color Berry. This is the darkest color that they have. And I also, guys, I got my hands on it finally, the Maybelline MasterChrome highlighter. Oh my gosh, there were like 3 of them, guys. I was so happy. So I'm going to be able to test this out in the video for you guys as well. I'm going to use the technique that I told you guys before with using the deep powder to set my under eyes and then using the dark powder on my face. But I think because I still think this might be a little bit too dark for me, like a little bit too red toned, so I might mix this one, the dark powder, with the deep, and that might work out better for me. So I finally made up my mind of how I felt about using the powders before, because I kind of wore that makeup all day. And the thing is, these aren't setting powders, they're finishing powders. And what I didn't like about it is that basically I like that it's finely milled. It's really soft. Once you press it into your skin, it's really hard to like blend out. So I felt like my face was looking a little bit too bright throughout the day. I did get compliments on my makeup though still, so I think it still worked out. But I think instead of using a sponge to press the powder in, I'm better off using fluffy brushes. So I'm going to use a small fluffy brush to set my concealer under my eyes today, and then I'm just going to use a fluffy powder brush to set over my face, and I think that's going to give me a better application of these powders. Okay guys, so I just finished applying everything. I always have to like wipe my hands when I'm done. I hate like foundation on my hands and stuff when I'm doing my makeup. I'm gonna let my cream products dry down a little bit. If you don't let like your foundation set and dry into your skin a little bit and your concealer set and dry into your skin a little bit, it's going to cling to the wetness and make your face look really cakey. So that's what I'm going to do, just let it set a little bit in my skin. I forgot to tell you guys too that I also picked up this 360 mocha powder, and I have the 355 one. This is how the mocha one looks. This is 355 coconut and this is 360 mocha. I don't think this is new, but I've never been able to get my hands on this one. So swatch while we're letting our stuff dry. This is Oh, it's a pretty good shade match. I actually really like this. And then this is my 355 Mocha one that I usually use. And when it blends into your skin, it's not as light as this. Guys can see, because it kind of blends in. It doesn't leave that cast either. And this is the 360 Mocha blend in. I really like the 360 Mocha. It blends in really nice. And I'm going to use Deep to set under my eyes. I think I'm going to really like that. This is just an e.l.f. brush. Just tap off the excess and just press it in. This is a lot nice. I like this a lot better than when I used the sponge earlier in this video. But yeah, the trick, guys, is to use a brush. I think it also looks better too because it's a darker powder. So here is medium deep, and I'm just going to go on top of, just under my eyes with a little bit of this and see if I like it better. I'm just gonna tap my brush into it. Oh yes, this is so much better. So if you're really oily, I definitely wouldn't recommend baking with this powder. But if you're normal to dry skin, maybe even combo skin closer to the dry side or dry skin, doing this technique with the powder is going to be so much better. Anyway, I'm going to open up Dark now, which is the darkest shade. I just feel like this is super red undertone, so I'm going to mix it. That's like super red undertoned. I'm gonna mix it a little bit. You guys can see right there, that bright red mark basically is the powder. I have so many powders open. But yeah, I'm gonna mix it with the deep powder. That way it's not so red on my skin. And I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. This is just from a random brush set that I got a few months ago. Swirl this mixture together, which I think makes a better shade for me. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. Okay, that's better. So let's test out this blush in the color Berry. It has a number 2, it's 55. This is how it looks. This is how it is swatched. Really nice little color. I'm gonna use this little Wet n Wild blush brush with it. Swirl it around, tap off the excess. Oh, it's pretty. It's just enough color. It's not a lot. It's a nice little blush. I think I put in a little bit too much. Go and blend it out. So the blush was $4.97 and the highlighter was $7.94. And let's move on to this highlight. It is Maybelline MasterChrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter Illuminator. It's in the color 100 Molten Gold. This is the only color they have out right now. So this is how it looks. It's super pretty. Oh, the design is very pretty. Look at that. This is how it looks as a swatch, and I'm just going to use a little fan brush to apply it to my face. Oh honey, I'm beaming. So this is the finished look, guys. What do you all think? This is my second time using the products, and I used some newer or some more new Maybelline products when doing this second look. I like it a lot better. So my final thoughts on these products, I actually do like the finishing powders a lot more now the second time that I've used them. You just gotta use them with a brush. I cannot use it with a sponge. I can't use it with a sponge. It will look cakey. So you have to use it with a brush, and you have to let your face just dry down a little bit from your cream products, and it will work out. I really like this highlighter. It is beaming, as you guys can see. The blush is fine. That's the deepest one. So if you're fair, maybe you guys can use the other ones, but I feel like that's the only one that will work on my skin tone. I actually like the deep powder and the dark powder more than the medium deep powder. I feel like the medium deep powder can come off a little bit ashy, but maybe if we mix it with the deep, it would be better. I know for some people that's too much to be doing, so I definitely understand. I got you. I really like the new Maybelline shade. I still do feel like this is a really good skin tone match for me or anyone who's my skin complexion, Latte. So if you like the Maybelline Fit Me line in foundations anyway, I would say definitely go and try to find your shade in the new shades or undertones. I think that is all the stuff that I've tried. And then this L'Oreal sponge. I don't like showing you guys dirty sponges, but because I just used it on my face. But you guys are gonna see my thoughts, or more of my thoughts about this sponge when I do my little beauty sponge video in the future. So just stay tuned for that. As usual, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Trust is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine, and now I'm all up on you.